Hello and welcome to Not Fake News. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and if you like the video, give us a like. Thank you for that. So sit back, relax, and watch while we tear this dude up.
So there's been a lot of consternation about Donald Trump. Oh my God.
Oh, consternation.
He's elected. There's a lot of protests. There's a lot of hashtags going around. We're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to fight back. And by fight back, I don't mean protests. I mean votes. I mean, let's go get houses back. What do you mean houses? Well, at the national level, of course, we have elections every 2 years. So all of the House of Representatives will be up in 2018. And then a third of Senate. You know how that works. And the president comes to in 4 years, we think.
Did you catch that? We think.
But at the state level, there are special elections all the time. Did you know that in the state of Connecticut, they lost the Senate? That's the state of the Democratic Party now. It's a tie right now. The Senate in Connecticut, one of the bluest states there.
So how do you lose if it's a tie?
The rest of the country, the Senate is purple. It's an absolute tie.
So how did they lose again?
But here's a unique opportunity. There's a special election coming up in 2 weeks. There's actually 2 seats open. One is much more likely to be won by the Democrat. That is a solidly blue seat. Let's hope the Democratic Party doesn't screw that up. Okay. The other seat is Greg Kavanaugh. This is Senate District 32 in Connecticut. Now, let's see if we can do something miraculous together. Now, when we talk to the establishment in Connecticut, come on, guys. That's a very Republican district within Connecticut. In fact, the Republican won that race recently with 67% of the vote. It was 67 to 32. No, actually, if you round up, 68 to 32. You can't win that seat. Oh, really?
Really? You must have a plan.
Well, let's give it a shot. So, if we win that seat, a couple of things are going to happen. You would flip one of the state legislatures back to blue. Now, the Democrats by themselves, let's keep it real, couldn't do it. They've lost 69 out of 99 state legislatures, even in deeply blue states like Connecticut. But maybe you and I can do it. Now, I'm going to show you how, because I'm not into pipe dreams, and I'm not into things that are impractical, and I'm not going to waste your time. Yeah. If the pundits say it's impossible, that I don't give a damn about, okay? But how are we going to do it? Well, so, now there's a couple ways that you could volunteer here. One is just go to his website. Greg Kavanaugh's the guy who's...
Uh-huh. You know what you got to do with that website, right, folks?
running for the Democrats, Cava17.com. Now, I don't know Greg at all, so, I'm not endorsing every view he has, and I'm not saying that he's going to be able to organize you in the ways that he needs to in the next 2 weeks, because the election's on February 28th, okay? And I don't coordinate with him, I don't do anything with him, okay? But I do know guys who are on the ground who are excellent at organizing. Now, they're Wolfpack. Now, why does Wolfpack care about this race? Now, Wolfpack is nonpartisan, so they don't care about Trump or anything like that. They just want to get money out of politics. The reason Wolfpack cares is the guy Greg Kavanaugh is running against already voted to keep money in politics when he was in the House, the Connecticut House. He voted for corruption. He's got to go. He's got to go. Look, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. You vote for corruption. You vote to keep money in politics. You vote to get privately financed and keep on taking that money from your donors. You got to go. That's why Wolfpack cares. They're nonpartisan, but this is an issue where these two things can come together. So, go to Allison at wolf-pack.com. Now, I need you to do 2 things. So, when you send her an email, and they will get back to you right away. She's one of the national directors of Wolfpack. Allison at wolf-pack.com. We need 2 different things, ground troops and air troops. So ground troops are if you live in Connecticut.
So CENK is the new young George Soros?
Or you're nearby, we're going to go knock on every door. So the reason Democrats lose races is because they pay these consultants these huge fees. They're like, oh, we've got a great program. We're going to do flyers, and we're going to do TV and newspaper ads and radio. Yes, how else would you like to reach 98-year-olds? The reason they do it is, I know older people vote. Don't get me wrong. But the main reason they do it is because they keep a percentage. We don't do any of that. You know what we do? We go knock on doors, and we make our case. We make our case. And you know what? Even Republicans vote with us when we say, hey, that guy wanted to keep money in politics. Are you in favor of that?
I'm in favor of him if you don't like him. That's pretty much how I pick and choose. I come and I look at people like you. I see their faces, I see the lies, and then I go with the complete opposite, and it never fails.
Are you in favor of that kind of corruption? No, you got to get him out. You got to get him out.
Got to get you out. Got to get you out. You think, how long do you think you have before everyone knows you're full of crap? I mean, CNN, didn't you learn anything? You really, the liberals just don't learn anything.
So whether you care about showing Trump, and by the way, the Democratic Party, hey, this is how it's done. This is how you win. This is not a protest. This is power. This is how we get power back. You can recapture a state legislature. That is so exciting. So if you're in Connecticut, you got to go out there and contact Allison right now. And they've done this at Wolfpack in every state. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what.
So what is it that they're going to do? They're going to vote? Is he asking them to vote? Is he asking for foot soldiers? He said, right? He said something else. Sounds like a little army CENK is building. A little Turkish army.
They're going to have you do to get out there and actually win this race. And the second thing is we need Air Force. So what is Air Force? So you live in California, you live in Hawaii, you live in Florida, you can't get to Connecticut. No problem. We're going to call all those folks. Now, it's not for us to say to those folks, okay, all right, this is our opinion, you should. No, what you do is you call them and you have a conversation. And if they're Republicans and they don't want to go in that direction, I hear you, brother. They're independents, they don't agree. They're Democrats, they don't agree. That's totally fine. That's called democracy. But at least we're going to try. We're going to do something different. It's called effort. And so if you can make phone calls, we only have 2 weeks. If you're in Connecticut, ground troops, get out there, knock on doors, call these people. Now, the great news about this is, yes, the downside is 68 to 32 ain't no joke. Ain't nothing to mess with, right? The upside is everybody in the establishment has written it off. Oh, Connecticut is unwinnable. That they have that special election, but that's a safe Republican district. You folks trying to actually win.
Sometimes I feel like I could just see his brain come to a complete screeching halt, like a train hitting a steel and brick wall.
Well, that's cute, isn't it? They're trying to win. Connecticut, it's a blue.
It is. It's not cute. It's not cute anymore. It's sad.
State! What are you doing? Yes, we're going to try to win. Yes, we're going to try to get power back. That's the whole point. So, and by the way...
Hold on. Did you just admit that you lost your power? Don't tell me wait a minute with that finger. You just did. You said... Hold on. Just, come on. 620. Oh, it's so cute. No, again.
They're trying to win. Connecticut, it's a blue state. What are you doing? Yes, we're going to try to win. Yes, we're going to try to get power back. That's the whole point. So, and by the way, you live in Connecticut, and you don't go do this, I don't want to ever see you at a protest. Because this matters 1,000 times more than any protest. And by the way, if you're a Republican that works with Wolfpack throughout the country, great, we love you, brother, and we don't run against you. But if you are going to vote against us, this army also could be headed in your direction.
Ooh, this army. How did I know that? Well, it's obvious, right? His words are very malicious. Is that a word? Did I just make a word up, or is that a real word? It's very military, militia-ist-ish. Okay? Look. Ooh, hello. I'm a big jerk off.
Also true of Democrats. You want to vote against us? Some folks do. They think, oh, it's cute to keep money in politics. No, it isn't cute.
You're just an idiot. Some of them realize that Trump
now,
is pretty cool.
Let me end on an optimistic note, because randomly this weekend I was reading Martin Luther King, as I like to do from time to time. I'm just going to give you a couple more.
You see him smile? He's so full of it. Never does he do it. He read a paragraph from time to time.
Luther King quotes, because I love him too much. So, should we act now? Well, here's what Reverend King says. The time is always right to do what is right. The time is always right to do what is right.
So how come you're not doing what's right? How come you're doing what's completely wrong? And how dare you use Dr. Martin Luther King's name when he was for peace, and he got where he got with words, and you and your entire your group is a violent group. It's a shame. You should not be using this guy's name.
Well, this seems improbable. Should we even bother taking the first step? Reverend King, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step.
Yeah, so we could watch you fall the hell down again.
Allison at wolf-pack.com. Final quote for you guys from the King. When our days become dreary with low hovering clouds of despair, and when our nights become darker than 1,000 midnights.
You guys know a lot about that, don't you?
Let us remember that there is a creative force in the universe working to pull down the gigantic mountains of evil. A power that is able to make a way out of no way and transform.
Again, you lost your power. You feel like there's just no way. You feel like you're in the dark. You're hopeful for bright tomorrows, but you realize that that's not going to happen. That's my ending to this stupid thing. Go ahead.
Transform dark yesterdays into bright tomorrows. Let us realize the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice.
That's right, and that's why you don't have a chance. Because it's going to bend towards justice. And Donald Trump is the epitome of justice.
So, in Connecticut, we seek justice. And if you guys do this, you get all the credit. No one else thinks it's doable. But I think it's doable.
That's right. No one else. No one. No one. Not even this bum, Hillary Rotten Clinton.
Doable, and I think you think it's doable. So let's go out there and do it. Shock the world and take power back. Young Turks. You know who created journalism you could be proud of? You did. Our audience helped us hire an investigative reporting team. Now we're going to go for a second. tytnetwork.com/go. Let's build the best reporting team in the country together.
So you can lie better? Yeah. So you can lie better. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you like what we're doing here at Not Fake News, please like our video. Like I said before, it's important and I really appreciate it. Thanks for visiting us. Not Fake News.